Welcome to Glorious Tube channel. Please subscribe, comment, like and share.
Have you ever wondered how far forgiveness can stretch? It's a question that probes the heart. It's a concept that goes beyond our human understanding, pushing us to ponder the depths of our own compassion. Have we ever stopped to consider just how far we are willing to extend our own olive branch? As we delve into this exploration, we turn to a timeless tale for insight. In the parable of the prodigal son, we find an extraordinary example of forgiveness. Our story begins with a father and his two sons. The younger son, restless and eager for independence, approaches his father with a brazen request. He asks not for a portion, but for his entire inheritance ahead of time, a request that in essence wishes his father dead. The father, though wounded, grants his son's wish. The young man, now rich, leaves his home and embarks on a journey fueled by reckless abandon and the allure of freedom. He spends lavishly, indulges excessively, lives a life of wild extravagance until his wealth is depleted. Suddenly, the good life he once knew is gone. He finds himself in dire straits, destitute and desperate. The once proud son is now reduced to feeding swine, battling with the pigs for sustenance. In this pitiful state, a profound realization dawns upon him. He remembers his father's house, where even the servants are well fed and cared for. With a heavy heart and a humble spirit, he decides to return home. He prepares to ask his father's forgiveness, to plead for a place not as a son but merely as a servant. But as he approaches his old home, his father, who had been watching and waiting, runs to him. There is no anger, no rebuke, only joy at his son's return. Upon his return, the son was not met with the scorn he expected, but with open arms and a celebration. This parable, simple as it might seem, carries profound messages. At its core, it speaks of unconditional love, forgiveness, and compassion. Consider the father, his heart brimming with joy when his lost son returns. His love isn't diminished by the son's transgressions, but rather it's amplified. This is a vivid portrayal of unconditional love, a love that doesn't keep score, but welcomes back with open arms. And then we have the older brother, his heart filled with resentment. He's been dutiful, steadfast, yet he feels overlooked. His resentment is a stark contrast to his father's joy, highlighting the human struggle with forgiveness and acceptance. His character reminds us that forgiveness isn't easy, yet it's essential for harmony and peace. In this parable, we see the complexity of human emotions, the struggle between resentment and forgiveness, and the transformative power of love. In the end, forgiveness and compassion conquer all, even the deepest of resentments. So we return to our initial question: how far can forgiveness stretch? As we reflect on this parable, let's challenge ourselves to stretch our own capacity for forgiveness and compassion. Perhaps we've been the prodigal son, or maybe we've been the forgiving father. Either way, let's look for opportunities to extend grace in our daily lives. After all, isn't that what this parable is all about? Remember, we all have the capacity for boundless forgiveness, much like the father in our parable.
Thank you for watching Glorious Tube channel. Please subscribe, comment, like and share.